Hey, hey.
Good morning.
Welcome to Redondo Beach.
We're doing a walking live today.
That's right, we're gonna go have a seat at the park, but we thought, why not take you with us on our walk?
That's right.
Hit the finish.
Oh, there. We're good.
I wonder if we're on, should be on data, right?
Yes, should be on data.
It was on Wi-Fi,
Oh,
so maybe that reconnect was to data. Whoa, look
Palm
out!
tree.
Look out when palm trees attack. Hey, Linda.
hello, hello. Good morning.
Today we're gonna talk about hydration because it's summertime, and a lot of people need some hydration.
Some extra hydration. Well, as you know, we talk about hydration quite a bit because it's so important. And I mean, hydration is always important, but in the summer it's even more especially important because it's so much hotter
That's right.
outside.
Marcel jumped in here.
Hey, Marcel.
We saw that you did some camping. They got a little, well, not a little, but you got a trailer.
A tin trailer.
Tent
Yeah.
trailer. Morning, Terrence. Gloria's in here. It's a bit loud. This is a busy street, but we have to walk down the busy street to get to the park. So yeah, super important when it comes to summertime and hydration, because a lot of times people don't consider what they're drinking, especially when it's like,
I was going to say something else. I was going to say, you know what else happens in the summertime? Booze.
blues.
Booze. So a lot of times we're drinking beer or we're drinking more. What else do you drink in the summer?
Coolers,
Coolers.
spritzers.
And that actually strips our hydration. So you need even more
That's right.
water.
And then the hot sun, of course. The hot sun is going to dehydrate you, so we need to replenish. So we're gonna head over to that park there,
We're going to go to our spot at the park.
on across the street.
It'll be a little bit less noisy, hopefully.
It'll be a little quieter.
Hopefully.
It's actually usually really quiet in the morning, like Friday mornings, Saturday mornings. But at night, it gets a little crazy.
It's popping.
Look at this busy street. There's not a car on the street. Good morning.
Hello. What are you drinking, Drew?
Good morning, Gloria. Gloria said, good morning. I'm drinking Ashitaba tea.
Say that 3 times fast. Ashitaba-tea, 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 ashitaba-tea. How did you even find out about ashitaba tea?
Oh, I was just doing research. That's what I do.
That's what Drew does.
Doing some research. And so when it comes to pain in the body, we have to try to figure out the best way to be anti-inflammatory. So that comes with things like food or tea, but tea's been around for thousands of years.
We have a problem.
So what?
The sprinklers are on.
You just keep walking until my arm falls off.
Well, maybe at this bench up here. At these benches up here, let's sit down.
Well, we need, okay. Anyways, so Ashitaba tea actually, so in our body we have cells that, usually our cells kind of die off when they're not producing, like when they're not beneficial. But we do have some cells that don't disappear. All they do is keep creating inflammation. So Ashitaba tea, how about right here?
Can we sit here?
Yeah. Is that dry?
This is dry.
Ashitaba tea is actually one of the few things that will help burn off those dead cells that just create inflammation.
Show them the ocean.
Oh,
Ah, this is our morning walk. Not the whole walk. We go down this hill to the ocean, and then I have to go backwards. Or no, I don't. Across over there to the pier, and then up to another park. And we usually work out at that park.
yeah. So let's see what this background looks like for you guys.
Still might be a little loud though, because
How's that?
oh, it's not tall enough. We might just have to take turns holding it.
What about this?
If we sit over here, they might not hear us that far away.
You just have to talk louder.
Oh, we're crooked.
Oh my gosh.
I got lots of rules.
Ah!
Hi, guys!
How's that?
That's much better.
Is that straight? Okay. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. We might just have to talk a little louder, which I'm not very accustomed to. Talking loud. It's not really my thing. I'm a very quiet person.
That's a lie. We are quite a ways away, so we're not going to be able to see comments so well. But, so tell us about the benefits of hydration.
Oh my gosh. Before I started learning about hydration and what it means to our bodies, all of these, I don't want to call them symptoms, but these things would happen and you wouldn't know why. You would just, I would just accept them. For example, like headaches, frequent headaches, or skin, like I break out quite often, or irritability, like grumpiness, moodiness.
All the time.
No, I wasn't grumpy.
All the time. Just kidding.
But those types of things all contribute to dehydration. So if you're getting a lot of headaches, it can be attributed to dehydration. Or if you are having like skin problems, right? It can be attributed to dehydration because staying hydrated helps flush the toxins out of our body. So if we have nothing flushing those toxins out of our body, then they're just building up and then creating problems within our body.
And our bodies are 60% water. Depends who you talk to. But we have to replenish. We have to flush out toxins and we have to replace. And a lot of times we sweat through workouts or through hot summer days and we don't replenish that liquid, that hydration. So it's important to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of times like we just accept things like, oh, I'm just a person that gets a lot of headaches or that, but we can take action like staying hydrated to help prevent those things. An important thing to know about hydration too is that it always counts for the day before. So if I was dehydrated today, it was because I didn't drink enough water yesterday. So it's important, and especially if you're being active. Like I know a lot of people enjoy playing baseball, for example, in the summer, or softball, or bike riding, or there's a lot more hiking. There's lots more of activity going on in the summertime.
Boating.
But we don't take into account. Yeah, usually on the boat you're drinking beer though.
I know. Drinking. One of many people's favorite summer activities is drinking.
But just we're not saying don't have a beer or don't have a drink. We're just saying that be aware of your hydration level. So if you have a couple beer, we'll have a few glasses of water to balance that out so that the next day you don't have a hangover, a headache, and
Booze blues. You know what's interesting is that a lot of people, especially right now, are dealing with difficult times, and there's a lot of emotions going on, highs and lows, depressions, and I feel like we don't realize how much alcohol plays into that role.
That's very true.
So like most people have heard of the booze blues. It's a real thing.
Well, it's known, like alcohol is a depressant, right?
Yeah.
So,
Are you done?
No, yes. No.
So when you go through so many highs and lows, for example, like how many people put that together? Like, okay, like you're all excited, like Thursday, Friday's coming up, you got a big boating trip, and then Friday or Saturday, or you drink all day Friday, and then Saturday rolls around and you're miserable,
Grumpy.
and like it's really difficult. Then it's not just you; it's like the people around you that are affected by your decisions to have a few extra drinks. And we're not, like Dorothy said earlier, we're not saying don't ever drink or you don't need. Like, don't not go and enjoy yourself. If you're boating and having some drinks, it's fine, but just consider those highs and lows that people are dealing with, especially with emotions.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to talk about ways you can stay hydrated?
Yeah.
You know what? One of the most common questions, sorry, there's a bug. Most common questions people ask us is, well, how much water do I drink a day? And there's all kinds of different theories out there, like drink half your body weight in water. Like, I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm saying that they're just kind of obscure
guidelines.
Rough
guidelines.
Because there's no real measurement, right?
Yeah, it's different for everyone.
It's different. Yeah, there's no one standard. Like, a lot of things will say, what, 3 liters for women and 4 liters for men, or something like that. But everybody's different. Some people are training for a marathon. So then I would need way more water than Drew, because Drew is not training for a marathon, for example, in a day. I would need a lot more, especially on longer run days. The day before, I have to hydrate, right, for the next day.
Yeah, so everyone's different. Some people work out more often. Some people drink, like if you're drinking more coffee, for example, it's a diuretic, so you have to drink double, because you're drinking a substance that's taking water from your body.
So if you had this cup of coffee, this size, just to get back to 0, you'd have to have 1 cup of water. And then to get ahead again, you'd have to have 2 cups. So for 1 cup of coffee, you need to have 2 cups of water.
That's right. So yeah, and so that's why it's different for everyone. So you have some people that is drinking 3 or 4 cups of water or cups of coffee in a day. Then they say, well, I drank a liter of water. Well,
it kind of just got you back to even.
It's just even you out. So you have to drink extra. That's why some people are like, oh, I drink half my body weight in water, like whatever that is. But it just doesn't add up. But again, it's a good guideline. Like it's fine if you want to use that as a guideline. It's just not. Is there a little fly buzzing around here?
Maybe.
It's the elements. We're dealing with the elements. There it is. Tried to get me. Tried to get in my mouth.
You know, too, staying hydrated is not easy, because you start back at 0 every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't
carry it over the next
carry
day.
it over to the next day. So every day you're starting back at 0, and it's hard. Staying hydrated is not an easy task at all. It takes continuous effort.
And then it's like drinking a gallon of water, 4 liters, is a lot of water. And it's funny, I think a lot of people don't count, they just guess. And we would encourage you to actually count, like write it down, because
and actually measure, right?
Most people we talk to say, oh, I drink enough water. And then most people that we get to record are like, wow, I can't believe how little water I drink. Some people don't drink water all day. Some people think they drink a gallon of water and they drink a liter. So there's a big difference. And if you're gonna drink a gallon of water, you're basically peeing all day.
All day, it's your job.
Which is fine. It's just a lot. And for example, like before one of Dorothy's long runs, like a 20K, we'll try to get her to drink close to a gallon of water.
The day before.
The day before. So you're peeing all day.
Yeah, it's your job to drink water and pee.
So if you think you're drinking a gallon of water and you're not peeing all day, maybe you're just drinking a lot of coffee.
Maybe.
If you got a gallon of water and a gallon of coffee, you have to pee so much. But one of the things is that comes up quite a bit when people say, oh, like we start getting people to drink more water and we do hydration challenges, and people are like, I'm peeing all day, and they're actually peeing like 3 or 4 times a day, which in most cases they're used to like once in the morning and once in the evening. Like that's dehydration.
And another really good sign of dehydration is the color of your urine. So if you have a bright yellow, kind of golden color, then you're really dehydrated. And if it's kind of like a pale yellow, you're getting close to being hydrated. But our goal for hydration in the day is to have clear urine. And you probably want to have that by like latest noon.
Yeah.
The latest by noon you want to have a clear urine. I mean, it's great if it's by the by the end of the day, if your urine's clear, well, you've spent the whole day dehydrated, right?
And that doesn't include alcohol.
Right.
You know, because you're drinking beer all day or whatever, and then you're clear.
Oh, really? I've never drank that much beer before that my urine was clear.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Tell them about different ways that you like to drink more water.
All right, so it's
Like
very important for me to have a fancy cup. I don't know why, but to have a fancy cup, like water cup, like a water bottle, for example, is very important to me because it's just pretty. And it's fun to drink out of when you have a nice cup, a nice water bottle. And then another thing that really helps me is to have a straw or a pop lid, as opposed to one that you have to twist off. I just find that I drink way more water. So we actually got these really nice Yeti water bottles for our birthdays from our friends, and I'm just in love with them. I can drink so much more water. It's almost a liter. It's like 700 and something, almost 750 probably.
Yeah.
So it's almost a liter. So it's a nice size. I get a nice size water bottle.
Which makes it easier to count.
Yeah.
Because then you say, well, I need 3 of these in a day, or I need 2, whatever it is, 2 of these, 1 of these.
Yeah. And then, of course, making it easy with a straw or a flip lid to get more water in.
And, I lost it. Well, I was going to say, don't get those plastic, like those cheap plastic water bottles. Don't get those. And don't drink from a plastic. Don't buy those. Like, they're horrible for the environment. I can't stand them. Like
the one use?
Like one-use plastic water bottles.
Or like, you know, what always like kind of like, don't do it, is when we see at the grocery store people buying like flats, 24 packs of like one-use water bottles.
So like here at the beach, we spend a lot of time at the beach, and you see these like little caps all over the sand. I don't know if like because there's a beach cleaner that goes and like picks up trash.
It's basically like a garbage kind of truck for the beach. It goes up and down the beach and has like this rake behind it that collects the garbage. Mm-hmm. And so it doesn't go into the water.
I don't think it will pick up the caps. I think that's why there's more caps on the ground. But anyway, they go into the ocean and then they go into the landfills. They don't exactly decompose.
Well, and it's harmful for the wildlife too in the ocean. They think it's food.
The one, like, just
fish.
So stay away from one-use anything, even those plastic bags. So, I was gonna say, you know what helps me is, sorry, let me finish the cup. So get yourself a nice cup, so stainless steel or a glass water bottle, so you can refill it, you can reuse it. Something that Dorothy likes is that it's colorful and fancy, and it's nice when it sits on your desk. Like we have some Trueform stickers that we put on ours, so it just makes it feel more like yours, as opposed to like some cheap plastic. You drink half of it, you forget it, or you lose it,
or you leave it somewhere. But if you have a nice fancy one, it's gonna be like your sidekick. It's gonna go everywhere with you.
One of the things that helps me is to put vitamins in the water, because I feel like it's more nutrients. I feel like you're getting more nutrients, so that might be, sometimes we put magnesium in there, we put vitamin D, collagen, we put a bunch of different stuff in there. So in the morning, it's like a vitamin water, and then it just, for me, like I can drink my first 750 and like before 10 a.m. and that's with green smoothie and that's with tea. So before 10 a.m. we're peeing quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I also drink my 750 milliliter like quite early.
Yeah, because we're up at, I don't know.
Between 4 and 5?
Between 4 and 5 we're up. So usually by 6, we would have about a liter in. Ish.
Let me see if we have any comments. We got Linda's in here, Ron's in here, Sue says good morning.
Hey, Sue.
Donna, nice backdrop, thank you.
It's a natural one.
That's not a green screen
That's
back
not
there.
The green screen. Drew had a little frustration this morning.
It was a rough morning for me.
We all have it. Some mornings.
I did not want to do this morning. I want to go back to sleep.
But we made this happen. There's just some technology problems this morning.
It's a bit challenging. Like, people don't realize the. Sorry, we got a comment there. Who said it? Marcel says, "I love adding a lemon slice to my water."
Ooh, flavoring your water.
Ooh, yeah. That's another one. Like herbs and fruits.
Yeah. And maybe some essential oils. We add grapefruit or lemon, orange essential oils to our water. But that's another reason why you don't want plastic water bottles if you're adding flavor to your water. Because, for example, lemon is very detoxing. If you put it in a plastic water bottle, then lemon will try and detox. Well, lemon is going to recognize the toxins from your plastic water bottle, and it's going to eat away at them. So then basically you're eating the toxic water bottle. You're drinking it,
Yeah.
right? Because it's gonna start breaking down the toxins in the plastic, the lemon, because it's so detoxing. Actually happened to us with our little plastic jug thing, remember? I just needed a pitcher to put what were we making? Some punch, some ninja punch.
Making your lemonade thing. Your
We're making
lavender lemonade.
Oh, lavender lemonade, whatever. So I needed a pitcher, and I made the mistake of buying a plastic one. And of course, there's essential oils in the lavender lemonade, and it ate the plastic of that pitcher. It was crazy, gross, so gross.
You know that like those plastic water bottles, they were doing like testing some water, and they said that like some of them aren't better than tap water with chemicals in them.
Oh, you mean the store-bought one?
Yeah, the store-bought, like the people like, I gotta get like spring water, and they did studies they tested a handful of them, and some of them were no different than the
Tap water.
chemical tap water.
That's crazy.
I actually watched this documentary. It was so funny. It was actually here in California somewhere. It was like in Malibu or somewhere, and they just like put out tables, and they got and it was like an expensive type of area, and they put out tables, and they asked people that were walking by, hey, will you sit down? We're doing a trial test for these exotic waters, and they were all hose water. Like they literally poured the water in a hose, from a hose into glasses, and we're like, this is Atlantic or whatever. This is, I don't know, Icelandic water.
Spring.
Or this is special spring water from here. It was so fun. And then people are like, oh, this one's much better than this one.
And it's all the same.
And I told them after. Some people were upset.
Yeah, that's a nasty little trick.
It's funny. It's like just your perception, right?
Ooh, this is more prestigious because it's from
wherever, Iceland or Greenland, but then the price, right? Like a lot of people put price, they don't realize the quality. So we're in the supplement industry, so I can literally see, like when I look at the ingredients on products like sucralose, for example, you see that in there. You see hydrogenated oils, and you're like, that is a very cheap product to produce, but it could be the brand name or it could be the public figure on the outside, and they have it priced way high. And then I'll look at a better quality one, and I'm like, well, this is cleaner ingredients, more expensive ingredients, but this one is more expensive, so their margin is huge.
So you know what is funny is that I don't remember what vitamin we were looking for or what product we were looking for, but it had the word pure in the title.
Yeah, it was
pure,
soap.
natural. No, it was something else. It was in our cupboard. Maybe it was like a vitamin D or something you got a sample of. It was a powder.
Yeah.
Anyway, it said like pure natural something in the title, like their company name, but you turn over and the ingredients were horrible. There's like multi-dextrin and I don't know, all these crappy ingredients in there. So
Dextrose. Oh, dextrose?
Dextrose. Drew calls the company. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You called the company and you're like, or emailed them or whatever, and you were like,
Oh.
how can you say in your
yes.
company name that you're pure and have these toxic ingredients in the ingredients?
I was so mad.
He was so mad.
pure. Yeah, I remember now. It was like a pure. I don't know. Yeah, pure something. And I was like, okay.
Pure natural something.
And I'm like an ingredients person, a research person, and even got me. I was like, okay, so this company's got, and it was just like a tester. So I was like, okay, these companies have got to be clean. So I ordered this one particular product, and I was expecting it to be just the one ingredient, because it was like pure, clean supplements, whatever it was. And then I get it, and I flip it over, and I'm like, and it had a bunch of crap in it. I was so mad. So I like and I was like, kind of expecting a response. I wasn't super mean. I was just like, hey, I was like, pure and natural, you would expect clean products. I was like, why do you have these additives and fillers in here? No answer.
They didn't even answer?
No.
Oh man, that's funny.
Let's see if we have some comments on there. Good morning from rainy Nova Scotia, says Vanda.
Oh, hey Vanda.
Dave says, I like my water fizzy. Water is not boring. Oh, carbonating my water.
Nice. I call it special water.
You know what I did is we drink that bubbly water, and in most cases we try to stay away from natural flavors. But like some natural flavors are okay, but in most cases natural flavors are like an MSG, and it could be a long list. It's like fragrance. It could be a long list of other ingredients.
Top 6. Yeah.
But we drink that bubbly water, and like once a day we have a Ninja mix.
A Ninja
spritzer. So I wanted to know what was in the natural flavor, and I called the bubbly phone number on the bottle, and it took me to PepsiCo. I just thought that was interesting, because Pepsi owns them.
Yes.
That was what that means. And Pepsi's they're not a clean name brand, so that worries me. But they sent me, there's like a list of like 20 different departments, and then they put you on hold, and they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to answer your questions, so I don't think we should buy those anymore.
The bubbly brand, yeah.
But I would like to talk to them to find out what the natural flavoring is or what they use. I'd imagine it's not clean, so that's a concern. But you know what, like, so Coca-Cola, for example, a few years ago, coconut water was going crazy.
Yes.
Everyone was drinking it. So Coca-Cola, they bought a coconut water company, and they started putting sugar in the coconut water. Like, obviously there's sugar in Coke, so they started putting sugar in the coconut water. So people are thinking they're drinking like a clean electrolyte, something that's going to hydrate them, and they're drinking
sugar.
So you have to read the ingredients, and then you have to understand that these big giant companies buy smaller companies, so there's less competition.
It's gotten me a few times with coconut water too. Ooh, coconut water, and you take it, and then you have a sip.
I did that one time, right? We bought one.
Yes.
And I was like, tasted like really good, right? Sugar tastes good. Who's gonna lie?
Who's gonna lie?
And and I was like, there's sugar in that. So Dorothy flipped the can around, and she's like, sugar and coconut water. They got us again. Who's this? Morning, Denise. And Leanne's in here. Soda Stream is a great way to go. Yeah, I haven't really tried that Soda Stream. Is that what you use, Dave? Do you know the Soda Stream?
Yeah.
You put it in.
I know which one you're talking about.
That's probably a good way, so you don't have to buy the bubblies.
Yeah.
And then you could put like a drop of water in.
A drop of oil.
Drop of essential oil.
Yeah, you might want to do that after though.
Well, I don't know.
Put your oil.
Just throwing that out there.
Yes.
Because we considered that, and we're like, nah, we don't really drink. I never really liked bubbly water.
I converted you.
Yeah, a quick story is that when we were in Germany, I played baseball in Germany, and they provided water for you, and it was bubbly water, and I was like, I can't, like, I'm trying to play the game, and I didn't like it, like, kind of bothered my throat. Like, everywhere you go in restaurants, it's like they just naturally bring you bubbly water,
and you have to ask for flat water.
to ask, like, specifically say I want flat water. And so I'd always have to bring my own water to games, because the water they provided was always the bubbly, and I'm like, I can't drink that, like, out of breath, and you're chugging, like, trying to drink
the bubbles.
It was really odd. But anyways, like, making your own bubbly water would be a great idea, as opposed to buying that stuff that's naturally flavored.
But just be careful, because those companies, like, I think they're like Soda Stream companies sell their own syrups and stuff. Did you ever see that on the shelf?
No.
They put their own flavors on the shelf, which are very like full toxins. So
Gotta stay away from those.
just make sure you flavor it yourself, like with fruit or oil, like essential oils.
Let's see what we have here for comments.
The sun's coming. I'm getting squinty.
Dave says that's what he uses. That's what I use, the Soda Stream. And then Leanne says don't add anything to the water before you carbonate it. It'll create one heck of a mess, LOL. Lesson learned the hard way. Thanks for that, Leanne.
Anything else hydration-wise?
I think that's it.
The sun is coming this way, and is it making you squinty?
Makes you feel angelic.
Oh yes. Watch me shine my halo.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just make sure you guys are staying hydrated. That's it. You can look at different ways to hydrate. You can look at herbal teas. That's one of the ways. I actually put Ashy Tablet tea bag in my afternoon water yesterday, which was nice. That's an herbal tea, so.
It tastes very earthy. Is that the right way to say it?
It's very earthy.
Earthy taste.
Yep. Just make sure you're paying attention to those other beverages, like alcoholic beverages or caffeine, that kind of stuff that strips hydration from you.
Get yourself a fancy cup.
If you're Dorothy, get yourself a fancy cup with a straw.
What are you looking at?
I was gonna walk down there.
The sprinklers done?
Let's take a walk down memory lane.
Memory lane.
Can you hold this for a second?
I guess so.
We'll take you guys to the ocean and then we'll let you go. Vanda says enjoy California D&D.
Thank you, Vanda.
Enjoy your rainy Nova Scotia, Vanda. How's your house coming? You guys almost ready to move in there?
It's the stairs, they have to concentrate.
Let's go this way.
Oh, but it's wet.
What do you mean? You're by the water.
Getting my feet all wet. They just watered the grass.
The sprinklers. Which one's mine?
This one, because I'm done mine. Hold on to it. Are you going to flip it around so they can see
Oh.
the ocean? This is our morning walk. Our routine. Hearing our flip-flops.
Morning.
Morning. There.
Dave, when are you coming out here? When did he say? Soon, right? End of the month?
17th? Thought I heard the 17th.
We moved in, but still have lots of work. Oh, Vanna said they moved in. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's nice when it's so much work. Was it more work than you guys expected? So much work building a house.
Yeah.
And there's always more work than...
Anticipated.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just slipped. Almost went down.
I got you.
Would you catch me? You're welcome.
Whoa.
Morning, Jane.
Sprinklers.
Have a good day, Mom.
Sprinklers.
Okay, we'll show you guys the ocean, and then we're
I'll let you go.
out of here. Not like you haven't seen it before. They're following us.
The sprinkler is following us. If it was the afternoon, I might just run through it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
How did jumping in the ocean go?
Oh, I got to my knees.
I'm on day 3 in a row of ocean.
Jumping in.
So this is the Redondo Pier. This is the closest pier to us. They say it has the most character.
Is that right?
I think it's the best one.
Really?
I like this one. You like a different one? You probably like Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay, hold this, please.
I do like Manhattan.
Have a good day, Linda. Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna flip this around real quick for you guys.
This is the marina. Lots of boats. You can't even see PV today yet.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Well, I know, but it's a little bit cloudy over there.
Good morning, Dana. And this is where we came from.
We live right up there. Is my finger pointing the right way?
Yeah.
You just walk up that road and our house is at the end of that road.
All right, everyone. Have a wonderful Friday. This worked out pretty well.
Yes, happy weekend. We're going to do yoga right there on the pier. Oh, you don't flip it around.
I flipped it around to say goodbye.
Right? Oh, you can't even see. Is my finger pointing in the right direction?
Yeah.
We're going to do yoga right there on the pier tomorrow morning.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yoga on the pier.
Yeah.
Every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us live.
Yes, thank you.
Vanda says beautiful. Jane says nice view. It is a nice view. Most people come here. There's a lot of
Vacationers?
Yeah.
Or tourists?
turistas.
Turistas.
It's funny because we haven't seen them for quite a while. Like a year and a half, 2 years almost.
The tourists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because so it's just been locals here, and now it's like all these tourists, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's so amazing," which is really nice to hear because you kind of get used to it,
Yeah.
you know.
We actually saw some kids on bikes yesterday. They rode past us on their bikes, probably like 12-ish. And the little girl was like, "Holy!" And her friend's like, "What?" She's like, "This is beautiful." I thought it was so cute coming from kids.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great day, and we will see you later.
Yeah. Bye, guys.